What's up, Trios Tribe? Bringing you guys another regional. This time it's the Play TCG Texas DigiFest Card Fest regional we had over last weekend. Man, do I have a lot to say about this region. I was there. First things first, I don't want to yap too much about that, but I was there. Got to meet a ton of people. It was really fun. People were like I had 2 people ask me to sign cards. That was cool. And it's my first event that I've been to since like being more face cammy with my audience, the community, whatever. It was such a cool experience, just from like a personality side of things, and the event was great too. Like, it was well ran. And this is the first card fest since I believe nationals, and it's just nice to see that it like Bandai card games as a festival is really cool. It's getting to experience both of them, or both American ones at this point, has been kind of cool. I get to hang out with all my One Piece homies, all my Digimon homies, the Dragon Ball homies. I have some. Oh. And no, it's cool, but like, let's talk about why we're really here. We're talking about the meta. Imperial was everywhere, and off the back of the past 2 events, I definitely went in saying, or I definitely know that, that first event we had 9 Imperials after this ban list. This is post ban list, obviously. This is probably the last event before we even get EX7, so that's some things to think about for the future. Imperial Dramon was the deck to beat, and it was everywhere. As far as I could see from the tables being there, Imperial was just everywhere, man. And like, rightly so. In that video when there was 9 Imperials, I think one of the first things I said was, people haven't had time to adapt to what the meta was looking like. We knew Imperial. A lot of people were on Imperial because it was good. It was good. It didn't get hit. It was good before, so it's going to be good now. So we saw it in droves. I think now that the meta has been able to give time to heal or adapt to the new ban list, like, looking at it here, man, Imperial, still showing. It got 2nd place. It was in the finals against Dexterugamon, but Imperial not showing up not converting into top 16 as much as we saw. And I feel like I called that, but it's more of like I said that it was a potential, and I was just like, hey, let's not go crazy on like asking for a new ban list. Let's allow the players to adapt first, and they adapted. Like, this is one of the most diverse. We have 10 different decks, 11. Sorry, Ben. if we want to did you show them to? If we want to count our 2 vaccines as actually separate decks, we combined them because, the menace is the potato, and the potato needs to go. I'm just saying. But no, let's talk about the decks. There's actually 2 players in here that I got to meet in person, like at a local, and like we talked forever, and I can't wait to talk about their list. I'm so happy they did well. Let's talk about the first list. This is we only have access to their Bandai TCG names. So if you want to out your government name to everybody in the comments, go ahead. Maybe we'll go back and edit the post for everybody. But this is Rhino. This is Rhino's. Or no. This is screen name is Cursed Fenrilugamon. Yeah, this is Fenrilugamon Tamagotchi mode. It's a lot of what we kind of expected this deck to be at this point. I'm surprised that there's a keynotes here. Like, we're actually on a full 4 of the red Lugamon and the 3 Ukomon. You tend to cut a red Ukomon or a red Lugamon to fit in the 3rd Ukomon, but Cursed here deciding that we're just going to play the full suite of 11 rookies, and then we're gonna have the Daruga level 4 package. Keep Helluga, because Helluga, I think when Tamagotchi mode first came out, people were shifted away from Helluga, and now we're coming back thinking, Helluga really is that, initial play that sets us up for the rest of the game. So it's a very necessary card. Skull Beluchimon is for, just giving yourself access to, let's say you have a Fenrir in trash, but like, you just can't, let's just assume one of your pieces is in trash, and for some reason it's not in your hand, and like, but to use Baumon, you need to be able to discard it from hand to trigger things. So it just kind of gives you like almost like a safety net, a fail safe to allow you to, discard a little more frequently, I guess I'll say, and still get the full combo off. Demon Castle of the Nine Wolves. I wasn't always sold on this card, but I had a conversation with Antics and one of the commentator along with Digipanda for the event. He check out his channel too. He kind of sold me on this idea that this is kind of since we don't have scrambles, this is kind of almost our insurance policy / scrambles for the moment. Not only does it allow you to search and trash a card, which a lot of people do value, the delay effect, essentially, if you end your turn, you full combo Tamagotchi mode, right? Oftentimes, Feminine Lugomon doesn't OTK anymore with the Tamagotchi mode. It clears most of your security, if not all of it, and then just kind of stays on this level 7 body, passing turn, putting you to 3 at least. This now allows you, hopefully you got enough draws through all of that. This, the Demon Castle of the Nine Wolves kind of allows you to, they clear your board, but they don't kill you. So now you get another turn. Instead of like hoping for Analog Youth, having a rookie in the back, you can have kind of this backup. You can use this ability. Ideally, you still have AG on board. So you use this ability, get a Lugomon back, and then it's kind of your insurance policy to just get that one extra attack in. It lets you get that attack in if you can. Maybe you can Digivolve up. Maybe you're allowed to Digivolve up into another Tamagotchi mode and actually go for a game. There's just a few things that, there's just a few things possible, right? Like you can play the Tyranno for 2, which is really good, and then go all the way up. Just little things like that. I'm really sold on this card. This is 15th place Cursed Feminine Lugomon list. I'm surprised they cut down on a Kazuchimon, maybe because of the level 4 dex package we draw enough. But I feel like most of the times this is the card I'm missing, so I'm going to go to the next list. We got 2 Ancient Garurumons, both red bases being able to top this event. Off the back of losing Hammerspark, I feel like that might have been the play that just hurt. It just hurt... it hurt blue base more than I feel like blue base got hurt more than red base because of that. Maybe I'm crazy. Red base is perfectly fine getting told only 5 or 4 Ukomons in this case, but this is Rhino's 16th place list, and we're seeing some interesting includes. Most notably, we're playing Gravity Crush to be allowed to make up for the Hammersparks that we did lose. We're playing one Zudomon Ace just so we could sit on a level 4 and still be threatening. Purple Matte, we've seen going forward, this is just kind of like allows us to have easy access to the Lobomon alternate condition for warping into Ancient. That's something I missed in the last video. I just didn't mention it, didn't cross my mind at the time. After that, we're playing the Zoe as our random yellow tamer that we can play because we want kind of the extra tamer. I prefer Hacker Judge, but I get it. And then Digimon Emperor. And the last interesting card is the Matt and Sora. Matt and Sora has just been a card that's been around, gives you access to red. It's kind of our Sora and Joe, if you guys remember, just being able to start your turn with a little extra memory beyond what a memory setter can give you sometimes goes really hard. And if for some reason your opponent gives you an opportunity to unsuspend, you can bounce a level 4, you can bounce a level 3, which not bad. And then just Koromon, probably the best Digibubble in the game, along with Digimon, allowing us to just pop a floodgate if we need to. Then we can go into 12th place screen name Tony's list. Actually, the return of Murakamon, Luchamon, one of Guillaumon. We're seeing the one of Guillaumon pop up, which I think is funny. I guess it's just realistically just the 4th Muchamon, or 5th Muchamon, I should say. Only playing the Gatsumon, Flame actually finding room for the Flamemon. And then again, actually a full 5 Ukomons versus the 4. Playing the Paladin mode at level 7 Ace, just because sometimes you want that extra spice. Full Moon Meteor Impact and Heaven's Judgment as our security bonds. Atomic Inferno to get that little bit of aggression kind of goes hard. I've been seeing this. I theorized it and then I started seeing it, one of those things, and I like it. I mean, you have the access to red and it can give it to any hybrid, and if they decide to block, you get 3 memory in return, so you net 2 memory if they try to block, plus your 3k. Goes kind of hard. The only problem is you can't use it on Ancient, so you have to preemptively give it to the Kendo. assuming all things go well, or maybe just stack it on a flame on attack 4K. Maybe you get in for 2 checks, you never know. Crimson Blaze, everything else beyond stands pretty standard for an Ancient Garurumon list at this point. Only 2 level 5s, but with the red draw plus Ukamons, it's more than enough. Next list, we get to talk about, this is 11th place, Darren Welch's Magnamon X. We actually are on the Flamedramon promo, which I felt like was a really strong card, and I think it only got stronger with the recent ban list. Playing the Jesmon GX combo, not a combo, but like spice to allow you to just be Magnamon X and then Digivolve on top and just having an obnoxious body at the top end. Level 7 Paladin mode Ace, just to, again, just do extra stuff, which is always good. Especially since people, this is probably people's like quick insert for like things like, we're talking like 7 Great Demon Lords. This could really set them back, things like that. Death Exmon, Blinding Ray, Final Zubagon Punch, Shuyu Lin. It's pretty standard beyond that. Not much to say. Grats on 11th place. Then we go into 10th place. This is Dominic's armor as well. Not too different. They're very almost the same list. Just actually playing the Ruin mode, and probably missing. Oh, we're not playing any White Tamers. No. Did the previous list have Lu? I don't feel like it did. No. Digimon Emperor and Shu Yulin is missing. But yeah, no trainings. Again, it's always fun to see. The biggest talking point will always be what level 4, like what their level 4 situation is looking like. Interesting enough, the Flamedramon must be something that they wait until after they get into Magnamon X as like a way to trigger invulnerabilities and stuff. Interesting stuff. I like Magnamon X is a good deck, right? Still a very powerful deck. And now we get to talk about 8th place. We're gonna go Hype Stereo. This is someone when I went to Dallas. I showed up on Friday, right? Me and my posse, we'll call them. We decided to go to a local, and this guy was there, and I played him in tournament. And I mean, we just ended up talking about this deck for like probably north of an hour. For way too long, we talked about this deck. And then when I saw him in tournament, and I was like, "Yo, are you doing well?" And he said, "Yeah, dude, I'm killing it." Oh my god, it was so exciting following his journey, man. And the fact, all right, so this is 8th place, Omnimon DNA. I didn't say that, but the fact that an Omnimon DNA deck won an Omnimon, that's kind of sick in my opinion. But yeah, man, like Omnimon DNA, like you see the YouTube videos out there, and it's not for nothing. Alter B is one gross card, very gross card, and Alter B can digivolve on Alter B sometimes. Maybe that's something people hadn't considered, but it's definitely possible. Digivolve 1, everything goes hard. And just deleting stuff goes hard. Freezing stuff and not allowing your opponent to block goes hard. There's just a lot of things about this deck, but like the one thing I'm gonna nip at him just a little bit. The one thing that still seems sus to me is the Matashita. I mean, you're the one with the Omnimon, not me, but you know, looking at those no, I'm memeing. I talked to this guy for way too long. I'm sorry. I got him in the Infinite Tsukiyomi, and we talked forever, man. I don't know. 3 Fireball just for the draw engine. Like we're able to find room for it. A lot of Omnimon decks try to find a little bit of room for like some type of draw, whether it's Air of Dragons, this card, or boosts or something. Just something to just raw draw cards, because that's what you're looking for. You're looking for your Metal Garurumon. You're just looking for your top end. Your whole bottom end is committed to just trying to find the bottom end. And funny enough, Metal Garurumon is a cyborg. So off of the back of playing the Black Red Agumon, the Gabumon from Alter S, the Black Tie, we have access to Supreme Connection, which allows us to find our Metal Garurumon, which gets bottom deck because most of our searchers are the Agumons, right? Searching Greymons. And this allows us to actually even play those the cyborg, the Metal Garurumon for 3 less when we trigger the effect. So not only are we we're reducing the play cost of this thing by 6, allowing us to play for 5, which sometimes, like if we have 2 of these tamers on board, we just played it and still kept its turn, allowing us to keep doing whatever the hell it is we want to keep doing, which disgusting. And it worked for him. He went what was the record? It was 7-1-1, which, you know what, pretty sick, man. Maybe I got the stats wrong. I feel like, yeah, no, he said went 7-1-1. So that's top 8 Omnimon for this guy. Playing the Coromon because it's the best egg in the game. Yeah, no, that's it. This is an Omni DNA list. Like you got 4 of all the new stuff, and then you just tried to find room for everything else. I mean, I guess we can talk about how like we're only playing 2 of the new Agumon, 3 of the new Gabumon, and just kind of filling it out with Agumons and stuff. This Agumon allowing us to go into this Greymon for free, kind of good, kind of fun. It's just a lot of interesting stuff that this deck is capable of. You know what I mean? And it's strong. Alter B is one hell of a card. Congrats, by the way. Pleasure to meet you too. Then we get to talk about 9th place, or screen name C-Box. We're playing Leviamon definitely off of the back of, you know, the anticipation that Imperial was going to be such a present deck. Something to get around, you know, Partition is very much just Leviamon, man. We get to delete 2 things. So we get to delete, you know, we'll get to delete the level 6 or the level 5. We're going to delete the first thing before it partitions, and then we get to delete one of the level 4s after the fact. And then if we're crazy with it, we could delete one of their tamers. And it just happened to be like this thing. If Imperial, it's obviously this one thing where like if you see Imperial, there's the one thing that they do, and if they don't do it quite early enough, you can just control them for the rest of the game, and they can't get anything off. And that's how we saw the finals go. If you guys got a chance to watch that with Digipanda and Antics commentating, they were able to cast, I believe it was like round 6, 8, and 9. Dexter Rugamon taking it the whole thing. We saw Imperial in the finals, for example. Playing 3 protoforms for like what? This is a new card, right? Yeah, EX6. Wait, EX6. That's yeah, it's 7 Demon Lord set. So what am I saying? On play, when Digivolving by trashing 1 card in your hand until the end of your opponent's turn. Whenever their Digimon gains end of attack, delete this Digimon. That goes kind of nuts. That's kind of fun. Like just kind of stuns an opponent's Digimon out of nowhere. That goes kind of funny. Oh man, if there was a way to get that thing on board like after an attack, I don't think there is, but that's so hilarious to me. Oh, I guess Anubismon, maybe Anubismon could probably play it. We do have the one of Anubis. It's just a really good card, right? Beyond that, we have Gabumon X, but we don't have any Gabumon, so we were just like, we just thought it was a good card. It's a good inheritable. We don't need to Digivolve a Gabumon on top, and we didn't even bother playing a Garuru. So we're literally playing this one of to search out all our X stuff if we even need it. But I must just be not even for the inheritable. What is it for? Maybe we just play it and try to find our X antibody stuff. Another worst case scenario, it's just a free Digivolve in the back because it is a Sunomon. That's probably where I would have it. But we do have 2 Leviamons. This is C-Box. We do have 2 Leviamons to talk about, so let's move on. Oh, we also have the BT16 Cerberusmon, which it is actually directly Anubismon support, funny enough. Anything else in? Oh, Dobermon as well. Anubis has been getting like these couple cards that continue to support it, even though it's at 1. Well, no, I know that's not how releases of Endless work, but I'm just kind of memeing. Again, so lower count of like the options. I wonder if this tripped their opponents up at all, because you just expect Binding Crush at like 4, right? To find it at a 1 of, like, he probably found, there's a chance that they found their opponent playing around this card when like he's just sitting there laughing because it's only at 1. Kind of funny. I'm amused. And then this was next list, sorry. That was 9th place C-Box, and this is 6th place Momin. We're gonna go with Momin. Playing Laomon X Antibody, that's funny and cute. Siakomon. What else? Oh, we actually are on the Garurumon X with no Garurumon to Digivolve on top, so we're hoping 4 protoforms. Fair enough, touche. Again, one of Anubismon, Leviamon. Yeah, no, very similar list. We got slightly upgraded on the removal options, especially with Tyrant like lurking. Your deck kind of needs to have removal options in the deck. Octomon, yeah, no, similar list. Just no Goblimon. We actually have the Siakumon instead. No, and yeah, no, this is a good list. No, both of these are great lists. It's nice to see Leviathan kind of make a return, even though it is kind of annoying. That I don't think in English we've gotten the rule change that allows decks to interrupt Leviathan. I'm not sure how that does. I remember the rulings. There's a ruling that got changed, allowing basically now Machinedramon can like double protect itself, but I don't know if we got that yet. So tell me in the comments if we got that yet or not. But it's supposed to be coming if it's not. Japan got it. I remember that. But again, congrats on 6th place, Momin. And then we get to talk about Vaccine Armor. Vaccine Armor still doing well. What is this? This is oh my god, your screen name. 7th place. Jaxi.os. 0s? OS. Jaxios. I don't know, man. You'll see it on the site. Vaccine Armor. Yeah, no, we're still Potato is a menace. We're still playing 4 trading, 4 memory boost, only 1 golden knight. We're just you know, but it's still Yellow Vaccine is still like the Awakening went to 1, right? Which kind of force in theory doesn't allow them to easily access Magnamon X, but a lot of their plays were still based on Rapidmon X, so the deck just kind of slowed down just a smidge. And the TK, right? The deck kind of just got slowed down, and the less high rolly, like they can't just like turn 2 Magnamon X now I have an immortal body on the board and I'm going to be able to back it up with everything else I have in the tank. They're not going to be able to do that as often anymore, but you know, it's still a good deck. And they even decided to play the Cody, Hida, and TK from BT16. Start of main phase, you may play 1 Armadillo or Pata from your hand without paying the cost, which is, you know, they all do that. Your turn, when one of your Digimon digivolves into a black or yellow Digimon by suspending its name or gaining 1 memory. You never get the DNA because we don't play DNAs. But yeah, just for the rest of the game, you can play these Patamons. I wonder if I think if you play Patamon off of Cody and TK, the Patamon doesn't work. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm always wrong on this kind of stuff. I'm really bad at ruling, like making up. I'm not a judge. I'm not a cop. Sorry. I just feel like because it's a state transition, I feel like Patamon would miss timing if you played it off the Cody, but no, because start of yeah, no. Tell me in the comments, does Patamon trigger if you play it off of TK? That would go crazy. But yeah, no, Rapidmon, Magnamon, Endermon Ace, Rise Greymon, and then you just we added Shine Greymon Burst Mode just because it's a good level 7 ace, especially if all your tamers are yellow. So if you ever get to turn around and swing with this thing, all their security is gone. So congratulations to you. And then the Digibubble increase, we're seeing Nyarumon, Tokomon, just because we still want to be able to, in case we get taunted, we want to be able to trigger our own protection, especially mid attack is huge. And then we get to talk about another vaccine deck, but this is Dominimon. Dominimon, this is Brel, Brel. Ben. This is Ben's list from you'll see him on the Digishawn channel, Digishawn37. Please tell me I said that right. Please tell me it's Sean, not Sheen. That's embarrassing. I got to meet him. He's cool. Ben's cool. I actually played him round 2. He clapped me. I got so clapped. It was crazy. But yeah, no, Dominimon is a sleep. I don't want to say it's a sleeper deck, but like that card's a good card. Especially if you back it up with all the angel stuff. Like they can make a board and they make it fast. Very quickly will you see a board of pure level 6s and they all have some type of protection, especially if you're sitting with an Angemon on board. For the uninitiated, all turns when one of your Digimon with Angel, Archangel, 3 Great Angels trait would leave the battle area, other than by one of your effects or by battle by trashing the top card of your security stack, prevent them from leaving. And yeah, in a world where Imperial Drummon dominates, this deck's weaknesses are what? DP reduction and Digivolve, which, I mean, our champion did win with Dexteruga, so Digivolve exists, but it's not as plentiful. And same with especially since everyone thought that everyone kind of backed away from, vaccine. There's a lot less Heaven's Judgments going around, and I think people even in the ancient list, we were seeing people back away from playing ruin modes, minus 10K'ing a board and going crazy. So, yeah, no, makes sense to me. It's just so many aces this deck runs. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I think in our final game, he was able to play Ophani, 4 Cherubimon aces, and 2 Angelomons, or 3 Angel. It was crazy. You saw all of his aces. It hurt, man. But it was a really good list. Go check Digishon37's channel for his interview, and I think they even did a podcast afterwards. So make sure you're taking a look at that. I don't want to steal anybody's credit. It's a cool list. If you want the words from the horse's mouth, go check out his channel, please, and thank you. Wait, did I even say the ranking? This guy was top 8, right? Yeah, it was 5th place. And we get to talk about a single red hybrid. Ancient Greymon doing, better than blue Ancient Greymon, which, kind of like, I know there's a lot of like, Bandai loves blue, but red better. Yeah, no, red hybrid, Ancient Greymon, however you want to word it. It's a lot of the same. We decided to cut Emperor Greymon. Yeah, we decided to cut Emperor Greymons entirely to just allow us to play 7 boss monsters. And we also have, Promo Goonie, very similar ratios for, if you compare them 1-to-1 for blue hybrid, we see a lot of the same things, except we just have a slightly less dependency on Uko and other tamers, because we do have access to an extra Takuya. And on top of that, because we have the extra boss monster, we don't have to draw as much, but we still are on Koromon. We can raw Digivolve in the back so we don't lose the Digimon Emperor. 2 red memory boosts, 1 Omnimon Blitz, because it's still a good card. Blitz for game it's gonna be around forever. I don't see, unless they specifically power creep this Omnimon with like Blitz, Unsuspend, and then a better effect, like, you know what I mean? Like, it'd have to still do the first 2 and something like insane after that. And then Crimson Blaze. No, it's just this is a very, oh, did I even say the person's name? Larry's the screen name, 4th place. No, it's red hybrid, man. What I find interesting is everyone's slowly moving away from this Flamemon, the trash 1 draw 2 Flamemon. I feel like I thought would be better, but I guess these double on deletions are actually really good, especially since this is on deletion. You get to play at any tamer with inheritable. We have 9 of them now. Not bad, and they were happy with 8 before, so now they have 9. So statistically, they'll see their tamers just that much more. That goes hard. That goes so crazy. We only have 1 of the Guardian Deity, 2 Atomic Infernos. We're keeping it humble with our option lineup. No hard removal, so it's just all gas and no breaks. Duh. But yeah, no, congrats on 4th place. Now we get to talk about Shine Greymon. Finally, after making the meme that Shine Greymon tops Oceania and Latin America all the time, we have our own Shine Greymons in NA. Playing Patamon. Oh my god, this card is a problem. Oh no, why Goose of Legend? That's his screen name. This is Goose of Legends, 14th place Shine Greymon list. And man, I like the new stuff. I feel like it is going under the radar. I know there's a couple videos out there from YouTubers, kind of talking about, Shine Greymon still got it, and the support's kind of good. It's just a shit. Like, one of its hurdles is that, like, it is pure yellow, so you have to be on like a yellow Koromon if you want to run these trainings, etc. But like, this Shine Greymon this Rise Greymon is pretty good. Yeah, you get piercing, and then you're 3K higher, so you're 10K, so you by suspending one of your loyal tamers. So you can have like a 6k DP swing and swing over piercing, which is insane. And then it has the same Rise Greymon and Aerial all over the place. But the real star of the show is the level 6. It may be a rare. It may just be a rare, but like this all turns effect, man. All turns, once per turn, when this Digimon would leave the battle area by your opponent's effect, by returning one of your yellow Digimon to the hand, prevented from leaving. It's just got built-in protection, man. Like, and we're playing so many Marcuses through the lines and stuff that I just feel like people are slacking. And like the thing is too, like this Marcus doesn't have to actually attack to get the Digivolution cheating happening. Like you realistically could go, when attacking with your level 4, suspend this Marcus and then Digivolve for free, right? You can go into your Rise Gray, you can go into Rise Greymon X, play a different Marcus for free, gain some DP if you were playing the other Marcus. You can go into this Rise Greymon suddenly, like, oh, when Digivolve is suspending one, when Digivolving suspend, let's say you have 2 of these guys out and all you have is a dorky Agumon, right? You can just, oh man, the possibilities I'm telling you. You win attacking with this guy, Digivolve into this guy, spend a different Marcus. If you want, go into the Shine. Next thing you know, you're win Digivolving, you get to play another Marcus, and then you just blast Digivolve and like, oh my goodness, it's so good, it's so good, it's so good. Hey, this is 3rd place Wes screen name Wes's list. Very similar. We're seeing most notably we are actually playing Awakening of the Sun, and we're playing the new BT17 Marcus, which on play until the end of your opponent's turn, one of your Marcus demons is treated as a 3k Digimon and can't Digivolve and gains blocker. All turns, when this Digimon when this tamer becomes suspended, one of your Digimon gains plus 3k DP. If you have a Digimon with Agumon or Greymon in the name, gain 1 memory. Gaining 1 memory is always good. Gaining 1 memory is always good, and plus 3k DP. We're entering the further we're going into our current meta / card pool. Gaining DP, 2 things: gaining DP and gaining memory are becoming very valuable traits in a lot of these decks, and they're gonna start coming. It's gonna start coming up more and more than people actually, I feel like, care to respect. I wonder why they decided 3 physical trainings and 1 memory boost. I think they just wanted the flexibility of sometimes having bonus memory. I guess that makes sense. Or maybe they just only own 3 physical trainings. You never know. But yeah, Valkyrie Monace, more respect on the rare Shine Greymon, and then beyond that, doubling up on both burst modes is interesting. And then the tamer lineup, we're still actually notably still only on 8 tamers, but we decided to cut 1 of each for the blocker. We're gonna call him blocker Marcus. Cool. And then we get to talk about 2 of our Imperials. We got 13th place Giros. There's not much to say. Menace of the format at this point. Everybody knows about it. The lists are very similar. I think most of the time we see contention on the level 5 space and the rookies going up and down all over the place. Level 4s, I guess, are contentious too, but it's like the same, different cards to do the same thing. Sometimes it feels like when it comes to level 4s, especially if like we're on this EX or if we're on any of the armors. Always 4 of the memory ones. I'm kind of on record saying if we want to hit Imperial, put both of these to 1 or ban both of these. These memory level 4s are truly what allows Imperial to play the game by themselves. Beyond that, we no hidden potential, but 3 return to the primogenitor. No HPD, but we are on 7 level 4s or 5s. 2 aces, 2 BT16 dragon modes, 2 starter deck dragon modes, only 3 Davis Kent. Wow, now that's interesting. I guess we're just okay with. I mean, it makes sense. You only need 1. Like it's why I'm not okay with people saying like we need to ban the tamer. You only putting it to 1 doesn't really do the good that people think it does. I think it just makes a shitty situation for both the opponent and the player in that scenario. But That's just me. I mean, I have bad takes all the time. This is, and then we're gonna move on to Malloy. We're gonna say Malloy. Second place Imperial. We saw them in the finals. I actually got to talk to this guy for a teensy bit. Before he got taken away from me to do a deck check. I wish I got to talk to him more, so I didn't talk to you more. But yeah, second place Imperial. Sick. It's nice to see that, like, you know, people's fears weren't for nothing, right? Like, yeah, we only had 2 in the top, but that was a lot of people being prepared, and for good reason, right? Imperial still had a presence in the top 16, even if it was under, or its conversion rate wasn't well, right? People's preparedness was for this deck, and it still showed up, right? That's another way you can look at the entire situation. Actually playing one of HPD, one of Mega Gargomon Ace is very funny. Still 7 level 5s. We're going full on, not even bothering with BT12 Pyldramon. And our level 4 lineup, kind of small, right? This feels a little low. Only we're on 12. I guess 12 level 4s is kind of the normal, but it feels like you want to be one more. Maybe I'm crazy. And then we got 8, 10, 13 rookies to help a little higher than normal for our. Well, I mean, we don't have boost and stuff, so like 14 rookies should actually be the standard. But yeah. Beyond me, actually 4 Davis Ken, 2 of the best green teamer in the game, Davis Monomiya. Only 1 Paladin mode. I would have assumed that people were going to start bringing 2 Paladin modes, specifically for the 7th Great Demon Lord matchup, but is what it is. And then let's talk about why everyone's here. Congrats on second place, Malloy. This is why everyone's here. We're talking about, this is a guy I got to talk to. This guy is a guy that got to clap my team in a 3v3. Mr. Purple Beanie himself, Cross J316. I got to talk to this guy a little bit. It's a cool dude. I gave him the congrats on winning. He, what do I want to say? The quick snippet he gave me, and now it's up to, I don't know if this is like fair to say or whatever, but he told me that he got this list from Ben. I didn't do my homework to see if this is Ben's exact list, but there are a lot of hallmarks from that list. One of AG, one of UG, the one of Protoform is interesting. Maybe I said that last time if they had it, but oh my god, Ruin mode. Notably, there are 2 things that I do want to bring up from our champions list, regardless of where it came from. The things that were very interesting to me, that dawned on me that were really good, was Sephirothmon. Hybrids in this game are actually a little stronger than in this deck, are a little stronger than people give them worth. Let's say you're a Kosuke and you digivolve Sephirothmon on top. So now you can taunt something as if it was your normal level 4 Darugamon. Then you can just end your turn by digivolving into Dorogreymon. Now you have a Dorogreymon set up with Kosuke underneath, with a ton of Digimon on the other side. So now you can block Dorogoromon, do whatever it is you actually wanted to do. And it's like you didn't need a rookie in the back anyway. So this is like almost like, this is less about like, get your mind away from like hybrid for game, which that does come up, that does happen, right? But the real thing here is this is just Digivolve rookie into a whole new level 6. And that flexibility was really strong and it shined, I feel like, throughout the run. Other notes, again, I know Ben made a video on his list. I think it came out at the beginning of the week or last week at this point. Watch it. He has a lot of, he's got, it's edited, it's pretty, it's nice, it's got music, it's got sound effects. Just go watch it if you want it from the horse's mouth, or if this player actually puts a video out themselves, why not? But my biggest takeaway is I still feel like people think like the deck's level 5, right? I don't. Every time I see a game state with this deck, it just always feels like they could have just the deck's level 5 was just in their way. Yeah, that's about it. That's my like 5 cents on every deck here. Congrats to everyone. I was at this event and it was really fun. It was really cool. So next time if I'm at an event and you see me, please say hi. It was really dope. I'll try to bring my own pen so I can sign stuff. I was giving out stickers. I was giving out Eggman stickers. That's just me. But yeah, man, hopefully I get to see everybody in Orlando. That's definitely 100% the next event I have planned. If I go to one in between that, I'll let you guys know. But if you see me, always say hi. It was really, it's like, you know, like on these videos, I tend to average like somewhere between, you know, we'll be humble and say 500 to 1,000 views. And it's weird to like I don't know where I'm going with that. It's just really cool to meet people that watch me and just say I'm a fan. And it's just like it's one thing when it's a comment, which I always appreciate the comments. It's one thing when it's a view, like just a little number ticking up, or a subscriber number. And it's another thing when people are going out of their way to say hi to you, shaking your hand and recognizing you. And it's I don't want to say humbling. It's definitely, my head is bigger because of it, but it was really cool. And if I played you, I'm glad to have met everybody that I've met. I mean, I didn't do well at the tournament, but everyone I did play with, I feel like I had fun conversations with everyone I played with. And I'm just lucky to meet all the people that I did. And yeah, no, the meta is still, the meta has had time to heal. The meta is diverse as of this format, or as of this tournament. Maybe going forward it won't be, but I don't know, man. Digimon's gonna change. We got another set coming. We got a special release booster 2.0 coming. Like, we got so much room for change. Like, share, subscribe. See you guys, definitely see you guys for the next one.